Brothers and sisters, sons and daughters here at the International Islamic University in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And we want to begin by directing attention to something very strange and very mysterious, which occurred about 100 years ago, almost 100 years ago. When Mustafa Kemal and his, they call themselves the young Turcs, were able to seize control of the city of Constantinople from its previous Ottoman rulers, and then send the Sultan Khalifa packing. I believe he was sent to Switzerland. When the new administration took control of the country and of the city, they eventually proclaimed it the Republic of Turkey, the secular Republic of Turkey. But that's not all that they did. They decided, mysteriously so, to move the capital from Constantinople to a place called, at that time it was called Angora. Now it's known as Ankara. And not only did they shift the capital out of Constantinople, but they also changed the name of the city to one of the several other names. You know, New York is also known as the Big Apple. So cities have several names, but New York is the official name. So too Constantinople was the official name, and there were several other names. So they choose one of the several other, the Big Apple, and they gave to the name, the city, they renamed the city Istanbul. But that's not all. Mustafa Kemal did something more, something which has to be recognized as monstrously wicked. He prohibited the use of the name Constantinople. The law is you're not allowed to use the name Constantinople. That's the law. You violate the law, you pay the price for it. Why did he do that? My answer is that if you are a Muslim, then Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam is your leader. And if my leader referred to the city by the name Constantinople, as he did on several occasions, then no Muslim can be part and parcel to changing the name from Constantinople. No. It's an act of disrespect to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The enemies may change the name as much as they want, but we Muslims will stay with the name used by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And if you prohibit us from using that name, you are wicked. You are committing a monstrous act of zulm. When Sultan Muhammad Fatih conquered Constantinople, the first thing that he did when he entered the city was to take the greatest cathedral ever built in Christendom, Hagia Sophia, which is the heart of Byzantine Christianity. It was in existence for more than 1,000 years as the premier cathedral in the Christian world. And Sultan Muhammad Fatih in an act which I have regretfully to describe as shameful and monstrously sinful and stupid. I regret having to use this language, but somebody has to do it. Somebody has to do it. He brought shame and disgrace on the world of Islam when he took that Christian cathedral, a functioning cathedral, not an abandoned building, and transformed it into a masjid. You may differ with me, but one day we'll meet. One day we'll meet He who knows all things and explains all things. No, it is not permissible for us to do such a thing. No. Particularly when Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam had said that in Akhiru Zaman we're going to make an alliance with Rome. Which Rome? It can't be the Rome that we're going to be fighting to get to Constantinople. It can't be the Rome which has women serving in the armed forces. The only other Rome is the one in Moscow, the Eastern Christian. You are going to make an alliance with Rome. And this is Rome's greatest cathedral. If you had any sense in your head, you would never have done such a stupid thing. Monstrously wicked. This is their cathedral, not ours. And so on that day when our Muslim army conquers Constantinople, the first thing I hope that our Amir will do, because the Prophet said, وَنَنِعْمَ الْأَمِيرُ آمِرُهَا, is to return that cathedral to the Christian and extend an apology on behalf of the Ummah of Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. And we're going to restore the name of the city to the name used by Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam. So goodbye, Mustafa Kamal. ربنا تقبل منا